Welcome everybody back to 1920 Gaming. This is the Manager's Journey. We're once again here with another episode with Kilmarnock in the FIFA 20 career mode. It's the third season, it's the third episode of the third season, and although we're really early on in this season, it feels like a whole lot of stuff has happened already. We've got a almost completely anyway, different looking squad. We've had a manic transfer window. We've had to try and qualify for the Champions League during that window, which ultimately we didn't manage to get done. We've started the league already as well. We have actually got off to a really good start in the league. As you can see there, just about Seedorf's had a great start to the league. We got Cruz by the looks of that as Player of the Month. Things have started off at a really frantic pace, but what we're going to do now the transfer window's shut, is we're just going to have a little bit of a recap of the start of the season. It's just going to be a case of just taking a step back, slowing things down a little bit, and just taking stock of where we are, trying to process everything that has happened. Starting with the top scorers and assisters of the league so far. As you can see, it looks like Aberdeen have got off to a lightning start, scoring a lot of goals in that team. Our top scorer is Seedorf at the moment on 4. Parrott's on 4 as well. We've got Cruz in there. So we've sort of spread our goals around quite a little bit. And we'll just jump over to the assists, and Cruz has got 5 assists in 5 games as well as his goals. Same with Parrott, so they're having a massive impact on the season, and just there in 10th you could see Hazard as well. And after that we'll just take a look now at what that actually means for the table, the one that really matters. And at the moment you have got us sitting down there in 4th. 1 point behind Celtic, but we do have a game in hand. The reason that we're only the 1 point behind Celtic is because if you look there on the 29th of August, Motherwell did actually manage to take a point from them away as well, so good result that for Motherwell. If you remember at the beginning of this season, in probably the first episode, I did say that I expected Rangers to come back strongly, and Celtic as well, and it certainly seems like they're doing that. Our next game you just saw is Livingston, but again, before we get into that, we're just going to continue looking back and just, like I said, re-evaluating, re-seeing everything that we've done so far. And we started our season off with a 1-0 win against Motherwell. Then we beat Legia, we beat Rangers 3-1, we beat Legia again, beat Hamilton 4-1. We beat Zagreb in the first leg. We've beaten Aberdeen already as well. Then unfortunately we lost to Zagreb, went out to the Champions League. We got a result against Hibs. I believe that was 4-2, was it, I think. But yeah, today we're starting with Livingston. We've got Braga in that as well. So there's a few games in today's episode. As you'll have just seen there, we've got Livingston, Braga, Ross County, Celtic and Utrecht all in today's episode, sorry. The objectives here at the moment, we did have a brief from the chairman, I think I mentioned it, and from upstairs saying we were going to get a bit of money to spend but not to go too mad, because what we were spending was circumstantial of where we're actually gonna be settling, and unfortunately we thought that there was a really strong chance we would at least qualify for the Champions League proper, which didn't happen. So we're well over budget on wages at the moment, so it's imperative we stay in the Europa League and that we're still fighting for league. Otherwise we're going to have another January just like the last one, where we're going to have to let players go. If we continue to do that at the rate that we did in January and at the beginning of this season, what we are going to end up doing is either staying still and regressing. So it's absolutely imperative now, if I want to keep these players, that we continue to pick up results both domestically and Europeanly in the Europa League. As you just saw in the background there, lots and lots of changes to the team, and at the moment it looks like this now. We've got Parrott still, we've still got Hazard and Seedorf. Till's a new player there, as you can see. Cruz has come in, started on fire. We've still got Yearwood and Tonali going to be our main partnership in midfield. New centre back there next to Robinson. We've got new left and right backs. So very, very different looking team at the moment. We'll have to see how we get on. I've mentioned it before. It's going to take a little bit of time to gel everybody together to get used to how they all work and this, that and the other, because there has been a hell of a lot of change. Of course, that disrupts the chemistry a little bit, and I'm hoping that is all it is, because although we picked up results in the last episode, the performances were actually not great, and that's a bit of a concern. But now things are going to calm down a little bit. We can get into a bit of rhythm sort of part of the season, if that makes sense. Instead of trying to negotiate deals, trying to get rid of players, offload them, bring players in, along with such huge games as well. That is the first time that we've experienced that and had to do that. But now all that's out the way and we can just do what we do and focus on the football. Hopefully we can see a lot of progression and a lot of good performances in this episode, and just really start punching forward now. So we're going with our strongest for this one against Livingston, which is hopefully where we can start to, like I say, just concentrate on the players now. We know who we've got. We know nobody's leaving. Nobody else is to come in, so we can just focus on matters on the pitch. And like I say, we're not wasting or messing around. We've gone with our strongest lineup today. It is an away game, but still, this is definitely one that we would expect to win. Hoping in this one for lots of the ball, lots of chances, better rhythm in terms of the passing and this, that and the other. Hopefully it'll be a bit more slick, bit quicker, as the players know. We'll just get into a rhythm of playing games and hopefully get used to one another. Livingston are lining up in a 4-2-3-1. The same as us, which normally equals a really tight game. So we'll have to see what happens there. There is no excuses. This has to be a win. We want to defend our title this season. We got to the round of 32 in the Europa League last season, so we want to push on in that a bit further as well. And here is our lineup now. I just said, we've gone with our strongest. We've gone with a 4-2-3-1 as well. We are playing it slightly different to how we did last season. We trialled it for a few games, just giving everyone that extra bit of freedom. We're going to have the wing backs pushing on today as well, giving us more attacking options up front, and we will now see how we get on as kick-off looms. And we get this episode on the pitch underway. It is Livingston with the kick-off. And yeah, no excuses. Want to win today. Keep that pressure on. Celtic, they're only 1 point in front at the moment. Hopefully we'll be back top of the league by the end of this game. That's most definitely the aim, and we can just now start to settle down and see what these players are really about. And this could be a lightning quick start here. Cruz comes back onto his left foot. His Seedorf, sorry. And unfortunately the shot weren't that great, but that's a really good early chance created by us, and we might be in for another one here already as well. Think better of it. We go backwards, and this is going to be something that we do see a little bit more this season. We want to control games, control possession, as one of our other new tactics is of course constant pressure when we haven't got the ball. And that really forces me to keep possession more, because if not, We know from the teams that play against us that way, there will be absolutely no legs left in the players come the end of the game. So yeah, it's imperative that we keep the ball and we do what we can with it. We don't just want meaningless possession. But we've had a decent start here against Livingston. We had that early clear-cut chance that probably should have gone in. But yeah, we've kept good possession in this first 10 minutes. We'll just see if we can get rid of it. Oh, see straight away there, Livingston on the counter, forced Butland into what was really a comfortable save, but they've got a corner now. See if they can do anything with that. Seydorf's just going to bring that away, and we'll try and start building another attack. And we're just over half an hour in now. We've had plenty of the ball as we give it away there. But yeah, we've had plenty of the ball. Livingston do look a little bit dangerous on the counter-attack, I'm not going to lie. But that's going to be something we've got to learn to deal with this season as we be just that bit more attacking. We've worked a little bit of space here for Cruz and referee. There could have been more than just a corner there, because for me, Cruz just got cleared out there. I'm not saying it would have been a penalty. I'm not sure if it was just inside or outside the box. In any event, we do have the corner. We didn't do all that much with it, but Seydorf has recycled it here. He's played one in for Yearwood, whose touch was absolutely terrible, and Livingston whack it away. As we close in towards half-time, like I say, we have been in majority control of this game. We've just got to be mindful of the counter. We're just, again, popping it around nicely here. Yearwood's got it now. Slipped a little nice ball into Parrott there, and it's just wide. Just wide. It wasn't that far away. Yeah, just wide, unfortunately. But yeah, as we're closing to half time, that was just another example. Oh, the big mistake here. Can we make them pay with this now? Cruz has got his defender one-on-one. He has found the ball back to Parrott. Parrott's beat the defender, and he's 1-0 now. We've took full advantage of the gift Livingston's just gave us right before half-time as well. It's that man Parrott again. He keeps his calm when I was just sitting here thinking shoot. Beats his defender. Just see it again here now. Just takes his time, beats the defender, and then once he's beat the defender, he can go either side the keeper, and he does indeed put it away for his 5th of the season. That is us 1-0 up just before half-time, and that should allow us now to just continue controlling the game the way that we have done up to this point. So we're just making some changes now. It is still 1-0. Not a lot has happened since the gift that was gave to us just before half-time. There you can see confirmation of that. It is still 1-0. So we're just making some changes now, just trying to bring the game back to life a little bit. We have unfortunately there picked up a yellow card. We've got Parrott going off, and in his place we've got Cameron coming on as they whip a ball in there with way too much on it. I think it was Hazard that came off for us and Ito's came on. And they've just made a change as well with Elia going off. I couldn't see who it was that came on. But we don't need to rush things at the moment. Oh, Till came on for us, sorry, not Ito. Oh no, Ito has come on. I can't remember what I've done. I think we must have obviously made the triple change. But yeah, we don't need to rush things and force things. Obviously, we are winning. We've, in the first 20 minutes or so of this half, just been doing what we're doing now and just keeping the ball, trying to drag them out. We just need that little bit of quality just to unlock them again. And oh, hold on, is that? No, it nearly, very nearly was in there. Ito almost made an immediate response, until almost with the assist causing that response, and Cameron has been tripped over. It's a penalty. Lawless has gave it away. There's a bit of irony in that, isn't there? Lawless giving the penalty away. Cameron just twisted and turned, got his body in the way. He was brought down. And now I think Tonali missed his last penalty. But we're going to go for it again. It's not green timed and he's missed another one. that was there, a chance to completely wrap this game up. Unfortunately, we couldn't take it. And Tonali misses yet another penalty. I'm starting to think to myself, maybe someone else has got to go on them. We've got the corner, we've taken the corner, not much came from it, to be honest. And again, we recycled it, tried to get it in the box, and it's whacked away by Livingston. Lawless now comes off, so his last contribution was giving away that penalty. Luckily for him, he wasn't made to pay for it. And we just continue trying to build. Nice overlapping run there from Etienne, and Ito now. That's his second chance already. Unfortunately, it's not gone in the back of the net again. It's decent save from the keeper. And again, we've got the ball back now, and we're just keeping Livingston pinned right in their own half now. That's a nice little bit of passing there. Could be another penalty there if Till goes down. He didn't go down though. We're just working this back again, looking for a shooting angle. And unfortunately, Yearwood blasts it straight at the man in front of him. But we do have it back yet again, and like I say, Livingston cannot get out at the moment. We've got them pinned right in. We're in total control of this game. Playing some nice football as well. We could be in again here now. Till just chops back onto his foot. Right foot, he played it to Cameron, who did hit one. I think it actually hit our own man. And again, Livingston have to just whack it clear. Another corner now with Tonali. Oh, decent volley there, but unfortunately not on target. We are reaching the end of this game now. Another nice little ball played into Cameron. He was looking for a support run. There wasn't one. We have a little shot there, but nothing comes of it. We try again to get it in the box, and nothing. Ito again. This time he's passed it off. It's played to Cameron, who has put one in the last minute of the game. That is the points. It's been a really good display today. It took us a few minutes to get going in the first half. Once Livingston gave us that gift just before half time, which is very rare you see the computer make a mistake like that. Since then we've been in complete and utter control of the game. We started making chances just after the hour mark, and finally, I mean, the keeper got his hand to that one as well, but finally one's gone in. It is 2-0. It's a really good dominant display, exactly what I want to see. And yeah, that's gonna be the points for us now, so hopefully that puts us back above Celtic as well. All in all, great day out to Livingston. Couldn't be happier really. Clean sheet as well, forgot to mention that. So yeah, all around, can't ask for any more. Great display, some good debuts as well. Yeah, just really happy with this one, and we move on now into the next. And that next one is Braga away in the Europa League. But before we get into this one, obviously I am excited about having another crack at this competition. Hopefully we can go further. I mentioned earlier we did make it to the round of 32 last season. We got a really tough draw against Ajax, who actually didn't beat us at home or away, but did go through on away goals. So yeah, hopefully we can have a little bit of a better run at this time. I feel the squad, once I've got used to it a bit more, is in a better place than it was last season. So yeah, hopefully we can go further. It's not going to be easy, obviously. European competitions in Scottish football don't go that well traditionally. Well, not in recent history anyway, but we'll try and change that again. We were the only side that got out of the group phase last season. Both Celtic and Rangers failed to do so, so if we could do that again, that would be great. They're asking here, can we start with a win? I reckon we can, you know, if we stay focused. Group phase again, I don't really know who's in it, but we're already sitting 1 point behind Celtic. I know we did have that game in hand that we just won. Not too sure, obviously, whether Celtic played on the same day, so we'll just go with at the moment that we are still that point behind them. And that means that in the group phase, obviously, it's a good chance to get players who are not playing league games some minutes in their legs, and keeping that morale for the squad high, as high as it possibly can be. So it's going to be the same as last season. The group phase, we're going to play the second lot of players, see if we can get out of the group, because still, just like last season, we want to push on in the league and make sure we keep qualifying for these tournaments. But speaking of the Champions League now, we are going to have a quick look at who's where and what's happening. And Group A, you can see City, Monaco, Leverkusen and whoever they are. Group B is Liverpool, Roma, Porto and Zagreb. So in theory that would have been our group, and that is a really, really tough group. So who knows if we'd have even got out of that group. Group C is Valencia, Moscow, Spurs and Bruges. D is Barcelona, Chelsea, Wolfsburg and Kiev. That's another tough group there. Group E, Real Madrid, United, PSG and Praha. That has got to be the group of death, surely. Oh, that is a really tough one. F's not much better with Juventus and those in it. We've got Bayern, Napoli, Benfica and Salzburg in Group G. H is Dortmund, Inter, Marseille and Lokomotiv Moscow. I would definitely say that United's group's the hardest in that one, and that's not being biased either. Where we are, the Europa League, we're starting at Group A, which has got Rangers in it. Group B has got Gladbach, Nice in it. Group C, Atalanta, Galatasaray, Basel and Legia Warsaw in it. D's got Lyon, Besiktas, Ghent and Rosenborg. E is Lille, Liège, Feyenoord and Praha. That's quite a tough one. F is Lazio, Schalke, Panathinaikos. Celtic are in G with West Ham, Genk and Austria Wien. That's another tough one. Arsenal, Anderlecht, Athens and Molde. I is Milan, Sporting, Young Boys and Trabzonspor. That could be a tough one. You got Newcastle up in there as well with Sociedad, Pleasant and FCSB. You got our group with Braga, Villarreal and Utrecht, I think it is in it. And then we've got Leipzig, Fenerbahce, Linz and Craiova. So yeah, it's going to be another tough run. We'll see what we can do in it. Like I said, we are going to be starting the second string of players in the group phase, and hopefully they can pull us out of it once again. And we'll see then how the fixtures lie and this, that and the other, because one of my things that we have carried over from the Warsaw career is we want to get more points every season in the league than we did the season before. We want to go that bit further in any cups that we're in than we did the season before, and just keep on pushing that progression. So obviously for us to be able to do that, we've got to win the league with more points, which will be quite tough because we went on a mad run at the first part of last season. The Scottish Cup, that means we've got to win it again since we won it last season. And the Europa League, we need to get at least to the round of 16 to progress over what we achieved last season. And that starts really with this game we're going into now. And you can see the team being put together. We've got Balbuena starting, Ito starting, Till starting. Thomas is going to get another chance. We've got Tonali keeping his place. Spanish youngster Morales is going to sit next to Tonali. We've got Diaby starting, Duncan starting. Robinson's going to keep his place. And we're going to swap, we're going to call him Mayer, I think, in for him. We've got our young Brazilian keeper going in, Silva. And that's how we're going to kick the Europa League off, guys. And it's going to be with highlights. The reason for that being that I want to keep focused on the Scottish League. And as you can see, we get off to a really good start against Braga, I think it is. Yeah, I'm sure it is Braga first. We did get off to a good start. It was a tough game, as I would expect it to be. putting out the second stringer players. It's just about getting the job done in this, really. Ito now, what a strike that is. I remembered that one as soon as it left his foot. Absolutely unbelievable. And that put us 2 up and comfortable. But while these are running, yeah, what I was just saying, it's going to be highlights in the group stage. Unless, of course, we get to a point where we've got to win a certain game to qualify. Other than that, yeah, just to get through the group, really, it is going to be highlights. As we know, there's a lot of games in the Europa League. And, yeah, Braga did get one back. We brought on our Brazilian, and he just goes and comfortably puts one past, and that allowed us to feel comfortable for the rest of the game. And we did collect a 3-1 win. But, yeah, that's going to be the plan for the Europa League, guys. For the group phase at least, it's gonna be highlights. And then we jump straight into the next game, which was against Ross County away. Again, with it only being Ross, and I want to move this career mode on a little bit and get more games in, which means there might be a little bit more highlights. It just makes sense now we're in Europe, because there being a bigger number of games. And yeah, this was a great day out for us. It just literally felt like, I mean, look at the football here. It was ridiculous how well we were playing. It felt like everything that we tried came off. And I believe that was 3-0 already in this game. Just over half time now. We come back out for the second half. Seedorf runs onto this chance, and of course it goes in. And that's 4. And Ross County have come to our ground and they've had a really miserable day out, which is exactly what we want to do to every team that comes here. Look at that for a ball there. Till is somebody that was a luxury signing because we had money left after doing what we wanted to do in the window. In hindsight, I probably wouldn't sign him now if I had that time again. But he's proving to be a really, really good player. He's just got a little bit of class about him that we haven't had at Cam. We had Ince, who was really good. But we're talking about a really different calibre of player. Till's vision, his composure, his passing skills. He's unlocking teams and allowing us to play different combinations that we couldn't play before because the pass wasn't seen or didn't have the quality in the player to play it. But all of that is completely different with this guy in the squad. He's definitely improved the team. But it's a nice headache to have, but it has caused a bit of a headache because Junior started the season and ended last season really well. Our young Brazilian, who's Cam. Cruz has come in. He was the replacement for Ince, remember. He's had a blinding start to the season. And Till's just got a couple of games under his belt in the last couple. One off the bench and one start. And he has been really, really good. So, headaches in that position. But nice headaches nonetheless. And now this is what the league looks like after everything that's happened in the episode so far. And as you can see, we are still that 2 points clear. Everybody's on 7 points now. And we've had a really good start to the season. If we can continue that kind of form, and we are at home as well, and we can beat Celtic here, we've almost took control of the table already. And that would be a really good position to be in. Even though we've been in Europe, everyone's fit because of the rotations for the Europa League game. So yeah, we're in a really good, healthy position going into this one. Just because of how Till's been playing the last couple of games, and we're against such a high quality opponent in such a big game. Even though Cruz has started really well, I just can't look past the way that Till's playing at the moment. I really can't. If anything, we can get Cruz on down one of the wings because he's a lot quicker than Till. But for now, this is what we're going to go with. Just have a quick check here. We're going to rein in the fullbacks a little bit in this game. We don't want to be getting exposed. They're still going to have the freedom to play on the ball. And I'm feeling quietly confident about this one. We're going into it with such a bounce as well after that 6-0 win against Ross County. So expecting a really good game from us here. Not an easy one, obviously, being Celtic. They're flying as well, don't forget, as you can just see there, it's just popped up again. So yeah, they're flying as well, we're flying. This should be a really good game. I expect it to be close. I don't think we'll ever reach a point where we can just go and smash Celtic and turn them over like that. But I am expecting us to walk away with 3 points today, being the home team as well. A draw wouldn't be the worst result in the world, but I do definitely want that win. And here is our lineup now. I really love the fact that this is back and it's not undefined anymore. Hopefully having Till at cam, Formy's in at the moment, he'll be able to unlock Celtic. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out. It is football, you never know. We are, after seeing our lineup, gonna need at least probably 2 goals to win this one today, because no doubt, as he always does, Christie will go and bang one in against us. There he is. He's in the team as well. Like I said, I saw his name, so yeah, he'll score at some point, which means we're gonna need at least 2 today. But yeah, joking aside, let's get it kicked off. Tonali looks all pumped and ready for it, which is definitely a good sign. Parrot's going to get it underway. And yeah, Kilmarnock v Celtic once again. Here we go. We can, like I say, a win today will take us 5 points above them and really give us control of the table at the moment. If we can start well, that would be a massive bonus in this one. But we can't be reckless, obviously. We know who we're playing against. Tonali's just picked that ball up now in midfield, and there you can see with the backwards pass. We're just going to try and establish possession in this game like we've been doing for the whole episode, and see where that takes us. Till now slides a nice ball into Parrot already. We're 1-0 up already. Get in there. Parrot already 5 minutes in, and it's that little ball. It's from the left foot from Till. There you go, just takes the touch. Defender comes out to him. The ball's already gone past at that point, knows exactly what he wants to do. It's bounced up just as Parrot's hit it, but that makes no difference whatsoever. We're 1-0 up already, just 5 minutes gone, and now we are in a real good position here. Celtic have got a big job on their hands now. And with half an hour gone, they're definitely approaching that job in the best way that they can. Since we've scored, we have done a whole load of absolutely nothing. Celtic have really come out the blocks and stepped it up after we took the lead early on. It's a good job we got that goal early as well, just to have something almost to hold on to at the minute. They're not letting us play our possession, they're pressing us really well. We're giving the ball away. It's almost like we've forgotten how to pass at the moment, and we could be caught here with Forrest. He's gone up against Etienne. He's lost the first little bit of the battle, but he's kept the ball. Nice step overs there from Frimpong, but he cannot get his winger back in, and we could go quickly here maybe. Till there has beat his man really well. There's a ball on for Parrot. Tonali doesn't see it. Till send the ball to Parrot. He's got it back. He's got it. No, he hasn't shot. He had to hit that first time with the left foot. Why on earth is he taking a touch there? That is a massive moment in this match. If we go 2-0 up there, oh man, the scenes. But for some reason, that's probably the first mistake that he's made so far, so we have to forgive him. Nice little ball roll there from Seedorf, and it's 2 now. It is as well. As soon as that ball went into Parrot, he is not missing from there. This man is absolutely on fire at the start of this season, and that there is absolutely huge. Is it the game against anyone else? You'd probably say yes. Great work there from Seedorf, and he continued it. Parrots received a great ball from him. He's not messed about like Till did just before him, and that might just put the game out of reach for Celtic. Anybody else you would say it has done, except for maybe Rangers. But you just never know with this Celtic side, so we have to keep focused. We've been under pressure for so long in this game, but that second goal could change absolutely everything. If we can go in 2-0 up at half time, that would be unbelievable. And Celtic there, Johnston, you saw what he just did there. Miscontrol, unforced error. Maybe that goal has just rattled them a little bit. As long as we don't mess about now and we get this ball out, that's it. Just slide it up to Tonali. We don't even need to go again, but if we can get another one, that would be huge. Tonali unfortunately does lose the ball just over the halfway line. We've got a couple of minutes left here, and this does not look good. It doesn't look good at all, and it's 2-1. Just like that. I don't know what we was thinking now. Why on earth we just couldn't see it out till half time. Just keep possession of the bloody ball. And it's Christie again. Of course it is. I joked about it before the game. It has happened. Well, we're still ahead. That might just turn the tide. Right on half time, conceding that goal. It just changes the feel of the game a little bit. But yeah, we just have to go again in the second. There's nothing else we can do. But we are just going to make a couple of changes here. Till's coming back to play alongside Tonali, because both of their physicalities and the way that they can play the ball around, I think that could be really useful, especially now Celtic might have just grabbed a bit of momentum there. We've brought Ito on for Hazard as well, just for some legs and that agility on the counter. Maybe he could do something. Hazard's been quiet in the first half, so that's the biggest reason that change was made. But yeah, hopefully that physical presence in the defensive midfield positions and the ability to keep the ball, just like you see there, and still have the athleticism and the speed of Cruz, because I anticipate that a lot of stuff is going to be on the counter attack during this half. And as we're watching it here, the way the half started is really not good. They're in again here already. That's a decent ball as well. It's headed away well. Tonali sort of wins the second, wins the third ball as well, but gives it straight back to Christie. And yeah, this is going to be a long half, guys. It's going to be really long. We sort of won the ball there with Seedorf. We do get the throw. But yeah, Celtic have come out exactly the way they came out in the first half, full of purpose. We're going to be, like I said, left to counter attacks, I think. We could get one going here with Etienne, who decides to just turn back and lose the ball nicely. Celtic there, the swagger to play that out the way that they just did, that was unbelievable. Johnston now gets the ball. Oh, that is a nice 1-2. You have to get there, Miles. It doesn't. Thankfully, Butland comes out and collects. And yeah, it looks like this is going to be a really, really difficult second half. And that has most definitely proved to be the case. It's been an absolute battle. Celtic are just, yeah, they're playing around us as though we're not there at the moment. And tactically, I think I may have got this one a bit wrong. Not so much in the tactics, using the constant pressure, but I honestly believed in us a lot more. I thought we'd be a lot better than what we've shown today, especially at home. I thought we'd be able to control the game a lot more than we have done, but that's definitely not been the case. And because we've just chased and chased and chased, Celtic have run our legs off basically. We're really just trying to hold in at the minute. Oh my god, but we concede again. It's not Christie this time, but this finish, I think it surprised everyone more than anything. It surprised me. The ball just comes in, they win the header at the back post, and there's a little bicycle type kick there. Didn't connect with it with a lot of power, but it was enough obviously for it to go in the back of the net, and that now is 2-2. And at this point I'm feeling really gutted. Oh, hold on though, because Ito could be in here. He's one of the fresher men in the team, but he just doesn't have the strength to get past Frimpong. But I can't believe we're trying to go and win a game that we were 2-0 up in the last minute. We're going to have to settle for what looks like it's going to be a draw now. But as I say, that is a great ball that slipped through the keeper. Robinson does well, but he doesn't take the ball with him, and we've lost the game. Are you kidding me? In the last minute of the game, we've gone and chucked a 2-goal lead away to lose 3-2 at home. That is an absolute disgrace. Robinson wins the ball, just plays it instead of whacking it clear. He goes and plays it against the man that's running to him. The ball just stops dead and the striker smacks it in, and I cannot believe the way that game has just ended. Absolutely fuming that we've just chucked away a 2-goal lead. Don't get me wrong, we did not deserve to win today. Celtic were much the better side and have left a lot of food for thought on the table. But to lose from 2-0 up, it don't matter who you're playing against. And when you've got a point and you're in injury time and you still can't see it out, oh, that is a terrible result. Absolutely disgusting result. And that result leaves the table looking like this, guys. Celtic are the last side undefeated this season. They are now properly a point ahead of us, no game in hand or anything like that. That is a really tough one to take, and we still have another game in Europe after this. But yeah, absolutely deflated, gutted about that result. I don't even know really what else to say. I just can't believe that we chucked that away. We're going to take this press conference now for this Utrecht game. We're going to obviously stick to what we did in the first game, and we're going to play the second string for this. I'm not feeling at the game at the moment now, but obviously I need to get the episode done, so we are going to play it. And we'll see what we can get out of it. On paper, it's saying that we're very similar in terms of strength. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough one, this. Especially going in so flat. It needs to be something where we get a good result in this one today. Just to get that feeling back, that momentum back, because we've been playing so well through the episode. Really impressed with the football that we've been playing. I really thought we'd turn the corner. I know it was only Ross County, but I started to really see the squad coming together and playing in the style that I want to play during that game. And I thought, yeah, we'd not been doing bad at all. We've been playing well going into that Celtic game, and it just flipped straight on its head. So hopefully in this one it can flip straight back. We can get the result that we need, and we go back into the next episode with some good feeling. We're, like I said, gonna rotate the team. And of course, it being a European game, it's going to be a European group game, I should say. It's going to be highlights again, which means that from me, guys, once we've put this team together, that will be it until the next episode. So I'd like to take this time while we're putting the team together to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Once again, thanks for the support on this Kilmarnock career mode. It's been absolutely insane so far. as I'm recording this, way bigger than I thought it were gonna be, and that is all down to you. So I just want to thank you for that. It's really motivating when you see results bigger than you are expecting to continue doing it. I will continue to do them anyway. I'm enjoying this series myself, actually sitting and playing it. It's something different being in the SPL, and I love the fact that I found out last season that you can only get into the Champions League by winning the league. So yeah, really enjoying it at the moment. Really thankful for the support that it's getting. But that is going to do it for me, guys, because I'm just rambling again. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks very much once again for being here, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.